And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the afternoon show that goes sometimes into the night, that brings you movie ads at a moment's notice, only known as Music Village. And to perfectly wrap up that question we were asked during the Music Village mailbag, for you at home, man, we managed to get the movie guy here out of traffic, and without further ado, we present to you the movie ad for Under Construction. So, hey, get on the mic and take it away. This summer, after a 400-year war gone cold, and a family moving on to give their land to the next generation, the rival Yang family would step in to try to get the mob to take back what's theirs. Gerard Butler, Brandon Lee, Dennis Hopper, Nathan Jones, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and Michael Douglas as the real estate agent in Under Construction. Prepare to break ground the hard way this summer. Coming soon to a theater near you. Hey, thanks for coming through in traffic. We got the rest from here. But besides summer blockbusters that may be coming soon to your theaters near you, and look at my watch right now. Oh, it's just about that time. It's the witching hour, which means it's time for us to be brought up to speed on news stories that happened from this week from, you guessed it, all around the world. And in our first news story, and in sad news from the world of movies, folks, Ian Holm, one known for being a part of the movie Alien and Lord of the Rings, amongst other great films, has unfortunately died this week at the age of 88 years old due to Parkinson's disease. And I, for one, always remembered this guy, not from Alien. I completely forgot he was an alien, but I did remember him in his classic role as being a monk in the movie of The Fifth Element, which was still one of my favorite movies that he was in. And I do know he was the guy who was evil robot named Ash, or Cyborg, who was in the movie of Alien. But yeah, always knew him as the guy who was in the movie The Fifth Element. And not to mention, he was featured in the movie of The Lord of the Rings as Bilbo Baggins, which I always thought was a silly name, but nevertheless, definitely a great role he played. And we here at Music Village would like to say, on behalf of Ian Holm, may your work live on forever, and may you forever rest in peace. And in other news, and more or less audiobook news, it looks like Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey are reuniting once again, only this time in an audiobook format for Jim Carrey's book that's going to be called Memoirs and Misinformation, where Jeff Daniels will be narrating the said audiobook. And I, for one, am overly excited to hear how this book is going to go and see what sort of funny things they're going to be able to say during this reading audiobook of one Jim Carrey. And not to mention the cool picture that Jim Carrey posted on his Twitter page of Jeff Daniels. Not bad. Not bad at all. And if any of you out there want to go ahead and check out the cool picture of Jeff Daniels, or even get your hands on that said book, you can go ahead and head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Jim Carrey to check it out for yourselves. And make sure you get a copy of this book, which will be hitting stores as of July 7th of this year, of 2020. Just in case people get confused in the future. And besides besides my silliness, folks, the next news story that we have up for you Animorph fans out there who always wanted to see a movie adaptation of this said film, I have some good news for you. Because it looks like Scholastic Entertainment is teaming up with Eric Feig, who is going to make a picture adaptation version of the classic series of Animorphs. And this is going to be made by Picture Start, by the way. And I'm, for one, who's wondering, outside of them making, I guess, Goosebumps into a film, and not only that, but making Are You Afraid of the Dark into a TV movie series, even Legends of the Hidden Temple. With Animorphs joining the club, I can only imagine what's going to be next coming down the tubes. Are they going to finally do a movie for the Secret Worlds of Alex Mack? Are they going to do a movie for Hey Dude, One More Adventure on the Ranch? I mean, there's thousands of possibilities, but I really do want to see them do a movie for the Secret Worlds of Alex Mack. Because they're going into the sci-fi direction. I think they should finish off sci-fi, then move on over to Western, and then finally make some cool Triumph, like Rocky film based off of Global Guts. Because how cool would that be? I wonder who would be the guy who would rappel from the ceiling to host the whole thing, but like I said before, you get the right actors, it'll be an awesome movie. But before we go any further off track with Dream Films, folks, this film, besides being directed by Scholastic and Picture Start, will also be co-produced alongside with Lucy Kitata and Feig himself. And the script will be in development and handled by Scholastic's Friedman and Picture Start's Roy Reeves Darby. So there's no official word on when this film will be released, but trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when we hear more news on when it will be released, we will be the 50th or 1000th or possibly millionth person to tell you. Hey, we might as well be honest. But if you guys want to stay in the nim of when this film will release in the near future, you can head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Picture Start to check it out for yourselves. And with all those regular news stories out of the way for this week, folks, you guys at home know what time it is. It's time for us to go into yet another spring ending edition of Video Game News. And in our first video game news story, for you fans out there of Cyberpunk 2077, I'm afraid I've got some bad news, to quote one Wade Barrett, because it's been announced that the new release date of the game, which was pegged for September 17th, has now been moved all the way down to November 19th of 2020. But before any of you get upset, because I can already hear the moans and groans through my computer, I'm just letting you guys know right now. With it being delayed by about 2 months, at least it gives them a chance to work out as many bugs as possible, not to mention a chance for them to make just a little bit of a better game than they've already did before. And before anybody out there gets so disgruntled to try to leak the game out like they did for The Last of Us, have some patience. No patience. Because trust me, like I said a long time ago to a whole bunch of people, if you're not gonna have patience, you might end up as a patient. So, yeah, have a little patience. Take a lesson from Guns N' Roses and play a couple of other games down the line till you get to this one. As you know, hey, it will be worth the wait. Keanu Reeves is in this game, so Just give it a little patience, folks, is ultimately what we're trying to say. And for those who wants the complete update of this game being delayed by 2 months, you can go ahead and head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Cyberpunk Game to check it out for yourself. And besides me going into a little miniature rant for that news story for this week, folks, exciting news for you Planet Coaster fans out there. Cause it's been announced a part of the PlayStation 5 Xbox Series X lineup. One of the games that will be released is none other than Planet Coaster. And I, for one, am excited about this, even though I'm not going to get a PS5, but the fact that with the creativity of you independent gamers out there who comes up with these cool movie-themed like coasters like Brad Hamilton, I was about to call him Brandon Hamilton, like Brad Hamilton was able to do, yeah. It gives him more of a chance to come up with even cooler coasters that he can most likely stream and show you guys at home on how he does it. And Brandon, or Brad, sorry I keep getting your name wrong, but I'm still hoping for you to do a speed-related roller coaster in the near future. If you're able to pull that off, big thumbs up for you in the future, man. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the special announcement trailer for the Planet Coaster that's heading to consoles in the near future, you can go ahead and check it out on the Game Informer page, only known as GameInformer.com, to check it out for yourself. And in other video game news, for you fans out there looking to make a little bit of extra money during your criminal empires in the world of Grand Theft Auto Online, this is the week for you. Because not only will you get 40% off for your executive offices and 30% off on customizations, along with 50% off on all large special cargo warehouses, but they've also announced that you can get double the money amount for all VIP missions, along with the associates that come along with you will get triple the amount of money in their bank accounts for helping you along. So I do believe the max for that would now be about $30,000 every 10 to 15 minutes, which is not that bad. And oh, we almost forgot to sweeten that pot a little bit more, folks. On the lucky wheel for this week, you get a chance to win the Onslaught R88, which is the slower but better handling cousin of the original Protogen 4, a part of the open wheeled series. And in my opinion, with a chance for you to get another chance to win a race car on the wheel, this might be one of the best lucky wheels they've given out yet, since the whole half truck thing they gave out a couple of weeks back that we mentioned. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out all of the other bonuses you can get during this week's Lucky Wheel spin, you can go ahead and head on over to the event page for the Social Club of RockstarGames.com, only known as socialclub.rockstargames.com, under the event section to check it out for yourselves. And good luck to all you Business Tycoon members out there. And I guess with all those news stories read for this week and season, you have all officially been brought up to speed. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into that music one more time. And when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for Music Village for this week, right after this. So don't get lost in afternoon or evening traffic just yet, folks, and stay tuned.